Hi, I'm Nick Brown, pain specialist physiotherapist, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to guide you through a short sequence of gentle movements designed specifically for people living with hypermobility, joint instability, and persistent pain. The focus here isn't pushing into big stretches or forcing the body. It's about slow, controlled movement that helps your nervous system to settle and to help your muscles and your joints feel more supported with better body awareness. So move within a comfortable range, go at your own pace, and feel free to pause the video at any time if you need to rest. So let's start with some simple movements to help the body to settle and connect. So I'm going to start in lying. It's a really nice position to begin with. Your body is supported from the bed underneath you, and if you experience symptoms from things like POTS, there's not a lot of change of position, of head position, that can bring on those symptoms. So I'm just going to lie down on the bed. It could also be on your bed at home or on a mat on the floor. Okay. And to begin with, we're just going to settle here. So just start to notice your own breathing. Notice where it's coming from. Are you breathing more from the upper chest, or are you breathing more from the belly? The breath shouldn't be forced. It should be easy and gentle. As you breathe in, just notice that your ribs soften and widen, and your tummy may gently move out to make room for the air that's filling the lungs. And as you breathe out, just really feel the weight on the back of the body, where your head, the back of your shoulders, maybe your back, your bottom pelvis, and your feet make contact with the ground. Can you get a sense of the air as you breathe in? It's moving down as far as your pelvis. So as you breathe in, can you get a sense of the pelvis filling up with air, widening? And as you breathe out, there's a heaviness and a weight back down into the bed. Just tuning into the movement there. We're not forcing the body into any position. We're just noticing what's happening as we're breathing. So a gentle rising of the pelvis as you breathe in, and a flattening back as you breathe out. Just do a few more of those. Okay, bring your knees and your feet together and breathe in to begin. And as you breathe out, just let the knees together just roll gently to one side. Go as far as feels comfortable with control. So not letting them just go all the way. And breathe in and breathe out as you bring them back. And then the other side, breathing in, breathing out as you move with control, without too much effort. Breathing in and out as you come back to the middle. Let's just do that once more to each side. So we're finding that stability in the middle ranges. We're not taking you all the way to where you can go. We're focusing on more that control in the middle to begin. Okay. This time, let's just do one knee at a time. So breathing in, as you breathe out, just let one knee drop out to the side. Notice how you move onto the outside of your foot. You let that happen. Don't go so far that the pelvis on the other side starts to lift. We're just keeping it here. And bring it back again. So with that control. Letting that knee drop out, the foot roll onto the outside. Keeping the weight in the pelvis still. We're not letting everything go with it. And your shoulders should be nice and relaxed. Breathing in and out as you come back to the middle. Okay, once more each side. There are ways to make this more challenging later on. You can add a ball underneath the foot. You can build up more repetitions, how far you're going with the control. This is just a nice place to start, to get that awareness around the hip and the pelvis and the leg. Okay, this time we're going to change the direction slightly. So everything in the middle just should feel nice and sort of nice and relaxed. You're not flattening your back hard onto the bed, but equally you're not arched off it, hopefully somewhere sort of in the middle. And this time, as you breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you're going to let one heel just slide away from you. Now you may go halfway, you may go to a straight leg, only if you feel that you can keep that nice control. We're not letting the leg just relax back, we're trying to control it, then just fall quickly with gravity. And then breathing in and breathing out as you come back up. And change sides. In and then out as you come back. I'm just going to do one more if you want to join with me. As you get to the end, you will have to lift up the toes to get the legs straighter. So the movement, we're looking for as smooth and as flowing and as effortless as it can be. When you first start, you might feel that the movement is a little bit jerky, and that's quite normal and quite common. And with practice, that will improve. So you don't have to go very far. If you feel that the leg is quite jerky, it may be that you just go a little way to begin with, and then coming back. Okay, we're going to move up to the arms now. So with your palms facing in together, breathe in. And as you breathe out, you're just going to float one of the arms just up in front of you, feeling the weight in the back of your shoulders, and just coming out to about 90 degrees to start with. Breathe in, and then lower down. If that's too challenging, you can start with a bent elbow and go from here. And as you breathe out, floating up. Now you may not get to a straight arm, it doesn't matter. Make sure that at the top you're not hyperextending on the elbow. And come down. So whichever one of those you prefer, the straight arm or the bent elbow. And then do the other side. Come back down. If that feels quite good, you can try both together. And float up together. Sometimes holding a band between the hands can actually feel quite nice because it starts to improve some of that body joint position sense. But if you haven't got any for now, that's fine. We're just going to do the movements. I'm going to give you one more option depending on how you're finding this. So float up to where we were. Really feel the weight back in the shoulders, breathing in. And as you breathe out, obviously you can come back down again, or you can go a little bit higher. But again, we're not just taking the hands all the way back quickly, we're really controlling that movement. And breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring them all the way back down again. Let's do that one more time. Yeah, well done. Okay, I'm just going to go on to a gentle bridge now. So, same position. For this, you're just going to feel the weight into your feet. So we're going to use the sort of the notion of like a seesaw. We're going to push into the feet, and that's going to help the pelvis lift. So you're going to be aware of the weight through both of your feet, and imagine that someone's got a piece of string and the pelvis is going to start floating off the bed. The first thing to do is just gently tip the pelvis back so that tailbone starts to lift, and then almost like you're peeling the back up off the bed. But it's a floating, the least effort as you can. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your breathing is smooth. Breathe in at the top and then roll back down. Now don't worry if you don't get a lift. Even if you're just starting to initiate the movement and you're still working the right muscles. Equally, if this is easier for you, when you do get to the top, just watch that you're not overarching the back here. So we're just going more for a straight line than trying to arch the back excessively. And then roll that down. And I'm just starting with some low repetitions, just a couple of each, just to see how the body feels. Obviously, over time, you can build that up with how many you're feeling able to do. And then you might just want to finish with a gentle side to side again. And again, just settle back into the bed. Checking in that everything is relaxed. Let's do a quick sort of body scan. Say from the top of your head, through the face, through the neck, shoulders, the chest, the tummy, the back, the bottom, the thighs, the calves and the feet. Just letting go of any tension that may be still held there. Breathing into the whole body now. Letting it all go with the out breath. Just check in with how you're feeling. Okay, so coming up off the bed, it's always nice to roll onto the side and come back up nice and slowly. Okay, so thank you for joining me with that today. If you have any questions, then pop any comments below or message me directly. Please remember to like, share, to keep up to date with the latest content, and to share with anyone that you think might need to hear this today. Bye for now.